This is Jason Ortega. He goes by the fight name Achiles. And let me tell you, this guy is a competitor. He competes at everything. He's a bodybuilder. He competes at Slap Fight Championship, lifetime martial artist, and he has just recently began his jiu-jitsu competition career. Now, this guy is here, don't get it twisted. He's a competitor, and he is here to test himself at the white belt level. Now, his opponent tonight will be Puerto Rican kickboxer Mevin Bellido. Bellido is also a gamer. In fact, he just went through an 8-week fight camp for a mixed martial arts event that he was competing in this weekend, but the event was postponed, and he has taken this CarJitsu championship opportunity on short notice. Mevin Bellido is also just beginning his jiu-jitsu career here tonight at CarJitsu Championship. So what we're going to see is two aggressive martial artists battling inside of a car and putting things together impromptu.
All right, well, we're excited to get started here. This is our first match of the night. We have Mevin Bellido, Jason Ortega. This is a 175-pound match. They're white belts. Don't let that fool you. They both have a little bit of jiu-jitsu background, and I'm sure they're going to do great. So we're going to do a coin toss. Jason, I'm going to have you call it in the air. Okay, ready?
Right. Heads.
Heads. It is heads. You get to choose if you want to sit in the driver's seat with the steering wheel or in the passenger seat to start off.
I'll go driver's seat.
Driver's seat, okay. So go ahead and get in the car. You're going to have 30 seconds to inspect the car. Neither of these guys have been in the car yet, so we're going to give them each 30 seconds to inspect the vehicle. And while he's doing that, Mevin, I just want to talk to you for a minute. Come right over here. So tell me, have you ever got any kind of conflict in a car before?
Not at all.
Not
just
at all.
with my wife, though.
Just with your wife?
But I didn't get to the hands.
Good. So that just got heated a little bit. Okay, well, if it ever gets, escalates with somebody else, she brings her brother or something, you're going to have some experience tonight, right?
Yep.
So what's your background? It's kickboxing?
Kickboxing, yep.
Okay, with a little bit of MMA and jiu-jitsu?
Exactly.
In fact, you had a match this weekend that got canceled.
Yep.
So this worked out great because now you get to step in at least.
Exactly, I get to compete at least. Yep.
Awesome. Were you excited?
Awesome. Oh, yeah.
Okay, man. Well, I wish you luck, and you know all the things. You can use everything in there. We're going to give you 30 seconds to take a look at that as well, okay?
All right, perfect.
All right.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Yep, thank
all
you.
right. I mean, don't let any secrets out, but you have some things in there you think you can use?
A few things.
Okay, right on. Tell me a little bit about your martial arts background.
Let's see, karate, Wing Chun, boxing, and just started jiu-jitsu a little bit ago.
Okay, so jiu-jitsu is a new thing for you. Okay, well, car jiu-jitsu is even newer than that, right?
Yeah.
Now when you heard you're going to do this, did you get in the car and kind of try to figure things out and work out with somebody? And
Not really.
really?
I figured screw it.
Okay, we're gonna learn as we go today because I think Melvin's in the same boat.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, good luck, brother. Thank you.
Let's take a look at the rules of CarJitsu. The competitors begin seated with safety belts fastened. When the match starts, they unbuckle and engage, using any part of the vehicle to their advantage. Points may be awarded during the match, but have no bearing on the outcome. It takes a submission to win the round at CarJitsu Championship. If the bout is even after 2 rounds, we go to a 3rd round and possibly sudden death to decide a winner.
You buckled? Okay, Hajime!
And we're off. Looks like Achiles gets the jump on Mevin, gets out of the seatbelt first, but Mevin somehow is applying enough pressure to keep Achiles in the driver's seat. Wrist control by Bellido. Already you can see Achiles is grabbing the shirt of Mevin Bellido, and that is prohibited here at CarJitsu Championship. It is allowed to grab the gi pants, but the rash guard is off limits, so that's probably going to be something that the officials will pay some close attention to. Bellido using the outside of the driver's side door to apply top pressure. All Bellido needs to do is slide his right knee over into mount. That will be 4 points on the leaderboard. Okay, now you can already hear the car starting to break apart here. Yeah, it sounds like the headrest is about to give. A lot of top pressure from Mevin Bellido. He almost accidentally opened up the driver's side door. That could have been bad. Of course, here at CarJitsu Championship, there are mats directly outside of the car, just in case. But at this point, it does look like Bellido is being prohibited from achieving mount by the steering wheel. If he can pass the steering wheel into mount, he will have 4 points. Typically at CarJitsu Championship, you have to win the round and the fight by submission. But this is a white belt match, I will remind you. And if we do go 3 rounds, one of these two gentlemen can win by points. Now, there you see again, Achiles is grabbing the shirt of Bellido. In fact, I think I just saw Bellido tell him to stop. Kind of a stalemate here. Achiles is exhausting himself, keeping Bellido off of him. Bellido is exhausting himself, applying top pressure. Not a single attempt yet. No submission attempts. We haven't seen any points scored. We've got about a minute left in the first round, and so far, just kind of a wet turd. Trying to make some space here to slide a knee through is Achiles. Bellido's doing the opposite. Starting to get hot inside the car. And referee Kyron Bowen scolds Achiles about grabbing the shirt. Now, if I were Achiles, I would reach behind the... Oh, no, Achiles is about to bust through the driver's side window. Oh, and again... Mevin got savage there for a few seconds and then remembered he hadn't scored any points yet. Okay, here we go. He's got wrist control. He's got 14 seconds to win this round. Otherwise, we're going to go to the second round, change seats, and begin again. And it looks like there's about 5 seconds here. And I think this round, again, no winner. We are back in the car. We've switched seats here for round 2. And we're just waiting for the command of our host, Dallin Getling, and we'll get started. Okay, Bellido gets the jump on Achiles. Almost immediately steps into mount. Achiles is defending mount. Bellido using the outside of the car again for leverage. And now he's got the seatbelt. Okay, Bellido is trying to apply a seatbelt choke. Not a lot of technique here, but that seatbelt choke is effective if you can get it. Very difficult to defend, but Achiles has the right idea. Barreling forward, trying to put Bellido on his back. Now Bellido's got his wrist caught inside the seatbelt. And now we've got a nice little power struggle here. Each guy with a bro hug. Very hot inside the car at this point. Bellido's going to stick his head out and get some fresh air again. And at this point, these guys are both holding on for dear life. Again, this is a white belt matchup. It's the first appearance at CarJitsu for each competitor. This is a 3-round scheduled match, and unlike in most cases, this match can be won by points at the end of the 3rd round. Right now, there's no clear winner. Achiles is trying to press Bellido through the seats into the back seat. Achiles just has the back of his head smashed against the sunroof, and Bellido said, "I'm sorry."
4 points, white.
Okay, it looks like Achiles has gained mount. He's got 4 points now. That means he's officially winning round 2. Bellido is in a bad situation here. He's sort of balanced across the center of the console here. It can't be comfortable, but also it looks like Achiles may be taking his back here. Achiles with some dirty stuff here. Oh, Bellido sucks on Achiles' index finger for just a second there. I don't know if you saw that, but that was for the kids. All right, now Achiles is in some sort of an inverted side control mount situation here in the passenger seat. They're having words. Bellido is telling him to stop grabbing the shirt. Oh, and then he smashes Achiles' face into the side of the passenger door. Achiles is taking an accidental beating here. Bellido's got his left foot up on the steering column, looking for just as much leverage as he can get. He needs to get out from under Achiles. Achiles is well on his way to winning this round and possibly the match with these 4 points. Okay, Bellido's making some space here. He's only got 20 seconds to work. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull that off from this position, but if he can get some sort of momentum going here, maybe a submission could win the match. 10 seconds. And he gives us a thumbs up to remind us that he has yet to score any points. That's the end of round 2.
Time.
And we've made it to round 3. We're in the back seat. And we're off. Here we go. Achiles applying pressure right away. Bellido's going to put his right foot on the hip of Achiles, try to make some distance here so he can get off of his butt. And, of course, Achiles is going to try to pass that leg. And it looks like now there's going to be a little bit of an attempt here by Bellido. Unsuccessful. Ortega still needs to pass. He's having a hard time with the right leg of Bellido. Bellido's having a hard time keeping Ortega out of his lap. We've got 3.5 minutes left in round 3. Achiles is ahead 4 points to naught. And Bellido is absolutely exhausted. It's hard to gauge how hot it is inside the car. Look at the back windshield. It's completely fogged up. Such a confined space. It's absolutely physically exhausting. It's a difficult thing to prepare for in 2 days. Okay, we've got Achiles trying hard to make a little bit of momentum happen for himself here, but good defense by Bellido. He's got that left wrist again. He's looking for something on the left side here, and I would probably say that's going to be a Kimura attempt, but he needs to get on it. He's got 2.5 minutes left in the match. He's controlling the posture of Achiles unnecessarily. And he's got that big right foot right up on the thigh and hip, keeping just enough distance to breathe. Achiles really needs to pass that right leg. He's having a difficult time with it. You can hear the breathing of these competitors. They are absolutely exhausted. This has turned into a fantastic little grappling match. Not a lot of technical jiu-jitsu, but a lot of wrestling and a lot of top pressure from each competitor, and they are absolutely spent. Okay, finally he passes that right leg. He steps over. Bellido does not like it. And Bellido's going for that left wrist again, and he abandons it. And here we are back in that same starting position. Bellido controlling the posture. Ortega trying to pass that right leg again, and it goes right back to the hip. Bellido wants that left arm. It doesn't seem that Achiles realizes. And that right foot goes right back to the hip, keeping that distance. We've got about 80 seconds left in the match. Bellido is exhausted. He's on his butt in the back seat, and he's hunting for the left arm of Achiles. Achiles is looking for the points for mount, but at this point Achiles can stall and win the match, and I'm sure that he knows that. And again, he's trying to pass that right leg over and over. It's got to be frustrating. These guys are having a little conversation. I was trying to listen in, but it's hard to tell. A little bit more of a bro hug here. 30 seconds left in the match. Bellido somehow hunting for the right arm. And then it looks like he's about to switch to the left. Yeah, he switches to the left. And there's the attempt. Okay, he's got 20 seconds left to extend. And it looks like Achiles is defending. Oh, and he abandons it completely. Foot goes back to the hip, and we've got 10 seconds left in the match. And that was all Bellido had at the end of the match. That was a nice little attempt, but this match goes to Achiles. Fantastic fight. Fantastic debut for both competitors. Kudos, guys. Well done.
All right. I'm here with the winner. Sounds like he's a little out of breath. It's warm in here, isn't it?
Yeah, just a little toasty.
Yeah, a little sauna box in here. So I guess you didn't have to have a lot of experience. Your martial arts stuff kicked in. Now I gotta ask you about that windshield. Your foot was pushed up against it, started to crack. You moved it, started to crack again, and then you pulled your foot away. Did you realize it was cracking?
Yeah. I felt the pressure and I felt like something on my foot. And I was like, oh, yeah, my foot's about to go out there. So I was like, yeah, retreat.
Okay.
I was like,
you didn't want to have a bloody foot?
yeah, no, I guess I didn't want to slice my foot up.
All right, man.
I figured that wouldn't have been a win.
Well, congratulations. Way to start us off. Great job. All right. And we're going to get on to the next match.